Hey everybody, it's Mr. Robinson, and I'm here to show you how to upload lessons onto Canvas. So this year we are using a tool called Canvas. They call this an LMS. It's just a type of software that we use to kind of help organize lessons. Going to be able to make sure that you as a parent and you as a student are able to see exactly what you need to do for each lesson. And you're going to be able to submit it. If you have any sort of device at home, you'll be able to submit it. And if not, you will still be able to get your work done, and then you'll have plenty of time in class to be able to submit it. But first, you got to get there, right? So if you're home, you don't have anything bookmarked, you need to make it to ClassLink. Now, easiest way to do this, go on to Google, and what I want you to type in is ClassLink, and type in Charleston County School District, or Charleston County will probably get you there. You could type CCSD, but there is a Clark County Schools that also uses ClassLink. So we don't want to use that. Charleston County, if you needed to, pause any of that and pause me at any point in time, slow me down, YouTube video, you can watch this as many times as you need to figure out how to get on the ClassLink. And you want to look for this where the URL says Charleston SC, so we know we're trying to go to Charleston County. So we're going to get there. Mine kind of auto completes. But you're going to have to type in your username and your password. It's the same one that you use to log into your Chromebook at school. And so students should know that off rip. But if you don't know that, honestly, in the next few days you will. But if not, I can definitely send that over to you. You're going to sign in. That background is going to change when the seasons change. A CCSD ClassLink, you're going to see that that's loaded, and you're going to look through those apps. You're going to look for Canvas. Now, there's a lot of other things you can access here on ClassLink. I want to talk about Canvas first, but there's a few other things that you can access. Parents, hint, 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 when you want your child to get a little more done. So we have Canvas. I've hit Canvas. You can tell it's the end of the day, right? I'm scratching my eyes. I'm tired. Yours is going to look a lot different than mine because it's the teacher setup, but you're going to look for your homeroom teacher's name. So Robinson or Miller or Sorensen or Day. You're going to click it. This is for ELA. We may start doing something like this for social studies, but right now, I'm just going to show you how to do it in ELA. So you're here in the class, and here's the main place you need to go. Modules, MODULES. Please don't go to assignments. Please don't go to pages or anything else. Go to modules. I might start using announcements and things of that nature. Mastery Tracker, you will have access to at some point. We will cross that bridge when we get here. Go to modules on the left-hand side. If you can't see this, these tabs here on the side, that's because you haven't hit this sandwich bar up here. So modules, you're not going to see that. That's not published. What you will see is Robinson's resources. So parents, first and foremost, if your child says, I left my textbook, I left my notebook, I left this, I left myself. If you open up the textbook and reader section, you have links to all of the textbooks and readers for every unit. I've linked them all here. The district skips unit 7, but all of them are here. Some of them don't have necessarily like a separate reader. It's just kind of one document like in the poetry journal, but you have PDF versions of all of them. So if they need to copy something down, it's all in here in Robinson's resources. There's a few other things in Robinson's resources that are helpful. There's vocabulary help and some resources. There's some vocabulary games. I've linked Collins Dictionary, a lot of other things here. Things of that nature. There's some vocabulary games, Free Rice, No Word, Wayground. They're all kind of here linked if you need them. Now, let's get back to modules, and I want to show you really the most important thing here. So this is how we access our lessons. Right now I have the first 4 lessons published. I'm going to kind of keep adding them as I get time. I may actually start pulling some of them out because people tend to get mixed, confused. At this time that I'm recording this, we've only done lesson 1 and lesson 2. But I go to lesson 1, right? Unit 1, there's one for each unit. I go here and I have my learning targets. My lecture is going to go inside of here. This is the video that I'm going to record that teaches you how to break down these lessons. By the time you go and do this yourself, you'll be able to see that. I'm going to re-upload it here in a second. But my learning targets are here, and these are basically what our learning targets are, right? They're color-coded according to which activities support what. That's not super important right now. Eventually, when we start talking about standards mastery, that will make more sense. In the meantime, in vocabulary, I always color purple. Again, over time, this will make sense. But when I access a lesson, I see my learning targets. I see my vocabulary. If there's vocabulary, not every lesson does. I can see my vocabulary. If I ever ask you to start writing sentences, for example, the first must-do activity here is write one sentence using one of your vocabulary words. I'm going to look on here. I'm going to grab one of these vocabulary words, and I'm going to grab my notebook, and I'm going to write a complete sentence using them. Hey, Every lesson that I do is going to be broken down into must do, should do, and aspire to do activities. The must do activities are the activities that you must do. They are required for you to pass the lesson. If you complete all of the must do activities, and it's usually most of the activities are in the must do, if you complete all of those activities, you pass the lesson and you get an 80. Right? It's about to be. It's not perfect. It's not low, but it's enough to get you a solid passing grade. Right? So here I would have to do write one sentence using one of the vocabulary words, activity page 1.1, activity page 1.2, activity page 1.3, activity page read, activity page 1.4, and to write my paragraph about a memorable personal experience. A lot of people have this done already, but that's what's going on. My should do activities are activities that are grade level. So if I'm really struggling with a lesson, I may just want to get the must do done. And then maybe the next lesson I can go a little bit further. But that the should do are grade level content, it's grade level content. And if you complete it, you'll get 100 points. You get 100 on that lesson, which is an A, usually highest score you can get. I'm writing 5 sentences using vocabulary words from today, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You kind of see what it is. I'm going to kind of move on. Aspire to do activities. These are things that are slightly above grade level. And you see it says 125 points. You can get extra credit for doing that. So here's the thing that's important. When I get done, let's say I'm doing my work, I'm going to use this random worksheet and pretend like it's my work. So I've gotten done. I'm done with my must do. Let's say I'm done with my should do, whatever it is. I'm going to view this as a student so you can show what it looks like. So you can see what it looks like. So I'm done with my work. I've been working and I'm done. Whew, thank God I'm done. What I want to do is I want to go down to camera on my Chromebook. And if you have a camera on your home laptop, you can do this, or on a tablet, things of that nature. Again, your Chromebook here at school will have this. Oh man, another app's already using the all right, so it's fine. I'm going to open up the camera app. I'm going to take some pictures of the work, right? If you are peeping from around the side, that's perfectly fine. I don't care. We really just need to see the work, right? So make sure it's not all the way back here, because who can see this, and make sure it's not something ridiculous like this, right? But take a picture so that we can see, I can see the work, and take a couple pictures, boom, boom, boom. Then I'm going to go to upload. Drag on. Now, if I have the file pulled up somewhere, let's say I have it pulled up. Let me see if I can get to my camera roll real quick. I could potentially just drag it over. I can potentially just drag it over from wherever I'm at. Yeah. That looks very slow. Okay. Let's say, yeah, I can just potentially drag it right over. Boom. Right. Get it like that. But let's say that's not working, or it's a little tougher for me to do that. I'm going to click, choose a file to upload. Easy for me to say. And you want to look for your camera roll. Now, mine's already pulled up here because I just showed the students how to do this in class. But if you hit pictures, camera roll, whatever pictures you took in the camera are usually going to be there. And so I'm going to take this work. These are the examples we did in class. And I can just do it one at a time and upload them one at a time like that. What I also can do, click here, go back. If you have several documents, these are all the things that you took a picture of. And sometimes it might help you to rename them. But what you can do is click this, hold the shift key, and then move over to the other side and click this. And then it'll just highlight everything between there. And so let's say I want to open up all those. And let's say that's all of my work, right? I've uploaded all of my work. So now I've uploaded my work. Here is the thing. You have to submit the assignments. Once you have done that, you're going to hit submit the assignment. And you know that you've done it because the confetti is going to pop up and say, yeah, you just did it, right? And then you'll be able to look in and see, okay, here's the work that I got done, right? Here's the work that I got. Okay, that is how you are going to submit work in this class. So when you are done, you're going to take a picture, submit it. I will grade it on my end, and then you get 100, and then your parents get you beautiful things for Christmas. Sorry, parents, but that's how this works, right? This is the main way that you submit work here. Now, let's say, Mr. Robinson, I don't have access to a laptop or to anything like that at home. Perfectly fine. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to access these videos, right? Because you're watching this video on YouTube. I know you got access to YouTube. You got access to YouTube. You can watch these videos on YouTube, and it'll break down what you need to do in each lesson. You do what needs to be done for the lesson. And then when you come in the next day, I will have time either at the beginning of class or at the end of class or during RTI or sometime throughout the week for you to just sit and upload. You ain't doing nothing else, just uploading. So if you don't get done with the lesson in class, you take it home and you finish that bad boy. If you don't get done with your homework, you take it home, you finish it, and then you can come into class and upload it. Those of you who do have a little laptop, a little Chromebook, a little tablet, whatever it is, you can upload that bad boy at home. You don't even have to worry about it. Here's my deal. If it's not uploaded, you will get a 0, right? That 0 is temporary until about a week before grades are due. And that should be sometime in October. I'll give you an exact date on that in class. And those dates change depending on the quarter. But you will have access to that. Parents, you'll be able to see that. My goal is to update those grades around Friday. So I'm not doing it this Friday. It's the first Friday of the school year. I'm not doing it this Friday. They just learned how to do it. My goal is by the end of next Friday, everybody knows how to do this and everyone will start just updating those scores, right? To see what's done, what's not done. If it's not uploaded, it's not done. I know that's an extra step, but I think it's going to teach our students some responsibility and things of that nature. Cool. Questions, comments, concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to me on Dojo, wherever you need to send me smoke signal, something. And I will eventually get back to you and we can chat about it. Until then, I will see you guys later. Bless.